Alright, Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by YASHAMIAHLA by Shimon the balance to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Hope this will be edifying, and without further ado, let's get into it. Now, topic that I want to be talking about today: what will happen to people? What will happen to people that speak the truth? You know, because there are a lot of things happening right now, man. You know, for example, this guy called Andrew Tate. Now, you have some news articles, right, talking about that he got swatted because of human trafficking. But if that really was the case, if he was really human trafficking, he would have been locked up right now, and he would have been all over social media. You know, it's funny, man, because he has a huge audience of male, right? And he's teaching males basically how female nature really is and what they're really about, and that bullshit that these females be doing nowadays. Now, I don't want to make this video about these females, but this is a good example of what they will do to people that speak some truth, quote unquote, some truth, because obviously this Andrew Tate guy, he isn't holy. He isn't following the Most High Yahweh. He doesn't bring out the 100% truth like how Great Millstone, starting from the elders and apostles on down, do it. You know, but he has some valuable points, man. You know, and you know, number one thing what these females will do is they will say, when they don't win an argument, they will say, "Oh, you gay," or "Oh, you sexist, you're a woman abuser," this, that, such and such, making all kind of riling accusations or just making false claims, man, because they're losing an argument, you know. And what they did with this guy was a lot of banks don't want to serve him anymore, right? Also, you have this esport team, right? It's a gaming esport team. The CEO, this guy Carlos, he was seen in a video, right? He was seen in a video celebrating some kind of victory of his team with Andrew Tate, right? And on that video, everyone was saying like, how can you do this? How can you chill with this guy, Andrew Tate? And basically the CEO, this guy, said like, hey, I can chill with whoever I want, man. That's none of your business. You don't decide who I chill with. And they basically canceled him, man. They canceled him. G2 Esports CEO, he had to step down because also his team, right, got declined just because of... Is that... oh, yeah. His team got declined just because... G2 News. His team got declined because he doubled down on saying, I can chill with whoever I want, basically, you know? So let's read the first article and then we're going to read this one, what happened. So this one happened first, and then he stepped down in the hope of his other team being able to play in the tournament again, because they basically, like, they don't want his team in the tournament anymore because, well, let's read it. G2 Esports CEO quits for good after Andrew Tate controversy. Tate is a controversial figure and under investigation by Romanian police for human trafficking and rape. Man, if that shit was true, they would have been locked his ass up. Like I said, these people are... Yo, man. If this really was the case, now, don't get me wrong, it might be the case, but if this really would have been the case, he would have been in jail right now, man, waiting for his how do you call it again when you go to the judge, waiting for his I forgot the name, but he would have been in jail right about now, man. This is a bunch of lies and demonizing, man. And what do you think they will do to the man of the Lord that's speaking this truth on the highways and byways? You know, if already a dude that speaks some of the truth, not even some, just a little bit of truth, already gets huge backlash from social media and people, you know, what will they do for what will they do to the man of the Lord? You know, they gonna make all kind of false accusations, just like what they did with Yahushua, man. They gonna make false accusations, you know. Hey, man, it's there's no, hey, it's gonna happen, man. It's prophecy. It has to happen. Now, if this really was the case, it would have been happening. Now, let's read about the guy that was celebrating with Andrew Tate, right? G2 Esports CEO Carlos Rodriguez has stepped down from his position a week after sharing a video of himself partying with men rights influencers and alleged human trafficker Andrew Tate. Rodriguez shared a 3-minute video explaining the decision to Twitter, and the official G2 account released a statement on the matter shortly thereafter. Now you can read this whole article. It's from PC Gamer. If you type PC Gamer G2 Esports CEO quits, then you're gonna find that article. But basically, hey man, you have a bunch of stupid articles that just lying, man. Not even lying, but just trying to put this guy in a bad light. Now, I find it funny because I'm thinking, like, what will they really do, man? You know? It's gonna, hey, we gonna see it, man. Now, and yeah, you have another article, right? Talking about some controversial ex-kickboxer Andrew Tate admits to having at least 10 children. What does that have to do with anything, man? You see, it's just some dumb articles and calling him a misogynist and what such and such. Now, don't get me wrong. Andrew Tate is a prideful person. He is an idiot. You know, he is an idiot. He has all this wealth, you know, so that pride is gonna be there. You know, he's a very prideful person, but I do agree with his with some of his thinking concerning these females, man. You know, he's thinking more of the traditional way. You know, and the traditional way in nowadays society is seen as almost as a sin, man. You know, women they see that shit as some sort of horror thing, man. You know, but hey, it is what it is, man. It's all the Most High YASHAMIAHLA's will. Now, yeah, let's read this article real quick. The head of this article, you can read this whole thing also, because I actually want to get into the scriptures. But it's gonna come a time where everything gonna be shut down, man. Like, as soon as the man of the Lord will not be on the highways and byways anymore, that's that Proverbs 1, right? As soon as that won't happen anymore, you're gonna see a lot of stuff happening, man. And that social media won't stop y'all females, y'all sims from, hey, it won't stop, it won't help y'all, man. That false claim, that making false claims, all that social media won't exist in those days, man. Well, let me not say it don't exist, but electricity gonna be gone, you know. Water gonna be your water where you get your water from, your sink. That ain't gonna be working anymore. It's gonna be The Walking Dead, man. The Walking Dead. You know, why do you think they make these movies, The Walking Dead, this series, The Walking Dead? You have this movie called Bushwick. You have this movie called the Book of Eli. You know. Why do you think you have this movie called Songbird? Why do you think they make these movies, man? Don't think it's just a coincidence, because it will happen, man. And when it happens, y'all gonna be messed up, man. Now, Actually, let's read this article real quick. Andrew Tate controversy seemingly leads riot to cut Valorant esport team loose, and that was the G2 team. The G2 team that Carlos Rodriguez guy, that's his team, you know. And basically, the company that owns the tournament cut ties with one of his teams, man, because the Carlos Rodriguez guy has multiple teams, but he cut ties with one team, man, because of the Andrew situation. It's so funny, man. But let's play this video, because it's gonna come a time where y'all, like, it's gonna come a time where the truth is not gonna be here no more, man. You know, it's gonna come a time where this truth ain't gonna be on the highways and byways and on social media anymore, man. Mainly on YouTube anymore. You know, the internet is gonna be shut down soon, man. Y'all thinking it's a joke. It's not a joke, man. You know, so enjoy your little time that you have right now. For all y'all females out there, enjoy y'all time that y'all have right now, because soon that shit is gonna be knocked down. You know, horrible times are approaching, man. Thinking it's a game. Now, this is Proverbs 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Right. The Most High YASHAMIAHLA, he put his man on the Lord. He put his man. He put the man of the Lord. The Most High YASHAMIAHLA put his servants, the prophets, on the highways and byways. Right. Salakia, man. Satan making my tongue slip. Now, the Most High YASHAMIAHLA put his man, his servants, the prophets, on the highways and byways to bring out this truth. You know, starting from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down. You know, he did that. You know, and it's still going right now. You know, but it's gonna come a time where this prophecy is gonna be in full effect. You know, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. You see, the Most High made. He brought out the truth, you know. That's why we on the highways and byways right now, man, telling our people, hey, it's time to wake up, it's time to come back to YASHAMIAHLA, it's time to listen to YASHAMIAHLA again and keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability again, man. You know, because there's gonna come a time where you gonna need protection from the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, and the ones that don't have that protection, y'all are going to go through some rough horror type of stuff, man. You know, you see what these people do in South America, right? They chop off people their heads, they chop off people their arms and stuff like that. Well, you have FICE made you have a place, right, in South America. You have a place. I highly recommend you to check this video out, man. You have a place right now in Latin America, right? I believe it was in in Honduras. You know, in Honduras, you have a place where females are being killed and being, like, their arms being chopped off, and then keeping it keeping their dead bodies on the ground, man, just in the open, in public. You know, like, it's already happening, man, but on a very low scale. The Most High is gonna raise things up, man. This is just one example of what will happen. You know, I highly recommend you to check this video, because a lot of y'all females and y'all sims and y'all idiots out there think it's a good idea to demonize the man of the Lord, right? Mocking, scoffing, saying all kind of things. But it's gonna come a time where police won't be helping you, man. Police won't be helping you. You sitting behind that screen, being a keyboard warrior all day. That time is gonna come to an end, man. The internet is gonna be shut down. It's gonna be survival. It's gonna be survival mode. Your neighbors that you was friends with for 10 years, 10 plus years, they gonna turn your enemies, man. You know, y'all thinking it's a game. Hey, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. Right? Y'all didn't want to listen when the men of the Lord were on the highways and byways. You know, y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all wanted to mock, scoff, you know, do whatever the fuck y'all wanted to do. You know, go after your own lust instead of hey, that's why the scriptures say lovers of themselves first. Yeah, I think yeah. Let's get that, man. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall. Let me read it again. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, which is happening right now. You can see it right now, man. You can see it right now in this society. You can see all those things, man. Verse 3, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. You know, mocking and scoffing. You know, it was just last week, man. Last week, Saturday, when I was with the camp of Holland, Green Millstone, Holland. You know, teaching, and then you have people they walking by. It's always been like that, man. They walking by, they either shake their head or make sounds with their mouth, like, you know, make sounds, you know, shaking their head, looking at us angry and stuff like that, you know. Meanwhile, we don't even know you. We did nothing to you, but hey, that's how you can see it's a spiritual battle, man. It's a spiritual thing. These people are despisers of those that are good. You know? The wicked hate the righteous, man. That's just how it is. You know? Verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers, here comes the point, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, right? They rather go after their own lust than to follow the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai to the best of their ability, man. You know? So, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and will none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. The Most High is going to laugh. How is he going to laugh? Through his servants, the prophets, man. Through his servants that were... that did the work of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man. You know? That's how he gonna laugh. He gonna laugh through them. You know? Hey, the scriptures talk about let me get that actually. Right, this is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 13. Because the people that did follow the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai, right? And did want to please the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai to the best of their ability, this is going to happen to them. This Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Right, the servants that was following YASHAMIAHLA, they gonna eat in those rough days, man, in those times to come, in those horrible times to come. The servants of YASHAMIAHLA will eat, man. So behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Right, who is that? But ye shall be hungry. Who is that talking about? These people that didn't wanna listen, man. You know, these people, these 2/3 Negroes that didn't want to listen, man. These 2/3 stubborn Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that didn't want to listen, man. You know, that's the 2/3. The people that didn't want to listen to the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, they rather go after their own lusts. They rather do what they want. You know, they're gonna be hungry in that day, man, because they didn't want to follow YASHAMIAHLA. They didn't wanna turn back to the Most High. You know, and for y'all heathens, y'all never had a chance to be for y'all heathens, y'all never had a chance to be serving YASHAMIAHLA. And what I mean by that is, you need to be a Jake, you know. You need to be your father. Like, if you aren't an Israelite, you know, if you aren't an Israelite, you ain't gonna be saved, man. You know, your father, you have to be from the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. You know, from your father's side. You know, so if you ain't a Jake, if you ain't an Israelite to begin with, it ain't for you, man. You ain't gonna be saved. You know. So, but back to the topic. Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? The servants are going to eat. They are going to drink, man. But the other people are going to be thirsty, man. They're going to be in rough times, like this, man. Like this, they're going to be in rough times. You have females. Look at this, man. Women get murdered during the day, not at the night. Do you hear this, man? And this is going to happen on a grand scale, man. The Most High YASHAMIAHLA is going to unleash terror, man. Y'all don't understand it, man. Y'all don't realize. These people don't realize what the Most High really is going to do, man. They don't consider. You know, it's gonna come a time where you gonna see dead bodies on the street. It don't matter if it's night, man. It don't matter if it's day. You gonna see dead bodies on the street. You know, like in what's happening in Honduras. You know, this was 1 year ago, man. Here in Choloma, women get murdered during the day, not at night. Do you see this? This woman is dead. You see blood on her on the stones. Slakia, I'm being called. Hold up. Yeah, Khan. So you see this, man. You know? They peel their skin like vegetables. Hey, the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, he's going to unleash terror, man. I'm telling you. They cut their arms, right? They peel their skin like vegetables. Hey, the Most High is gonna unleash terror, man. Y'all think it's a joke? Y'all think it's a joke? Okay. Let's watch one of these trailers, man. You have the Book of Eli. Let's watch that trailer. A good trailer. Well, actually, let me not play it because I don't want to, get striked and stuff like that. But just check it for yourself, man. The Book of Eli, 2010. This shows you, it doesn't show you fully how Jacob's story is going to be, but it's just, yeah, it's a good example. Let me just say that it's gonna be Jacob's Trouble is gonna be way more horrible than this movie, but it's a good start of it. Let me just say it like that. You know, a good example of what you can get. You know, so another one, Bushwick. I also recommend you to check this one out. You know, also a good video to check. You know, so that being that, let's keep on going because I don't want to get striked and stuff like that. Now, where was I? Yeah. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, right? What you just saw, for example, the females that were like on the street, you know. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, right? It's gonna be horrible times approaching, man. These people, all these people that wanted to mock, scoff, that wanted to think this thing is a joke, like saying, "Oh yeah, we wearing dresses and stuff like that." Hey, the Most High is going to Galatians 6 and 7, man. Whatever man sow, that you also reap. You gonna reap what you sow, man. You gonna reap what you sow. That shit talking that you was doing, you gonna feel of it, man. Because if it's funny, because if you said that to someone in his face, right? Like you wearing a dress or something like that, right? Or just being rude to someone, it was gonna be a fight, man. You know, you don't say this to people, but you do say it to the man of the Lord, because hey, you can. You know that demon in you make you feel like you can say such things and not get away with it. Hey, boy, you was wrong. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Who is gonna call upon YASHAMIAHLA? These people that didn't want to listen to the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, they're gonna try and call upon the Most High YASHAMIAHLA to for protection and stuff like that, for help. But the Most High won't hear them, man, because they didn't want to listen. Let's read it again. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right. For that they hated knowledge and did for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High YASHAMIAHLA. Right. They rather do what they wanted to do than come back to the Most High YASHAMIAHLA. You know, you don't come back in the last second, man. It does. Well, no. Let me say it differently. You don't be late to class and then expect to participate in the exam that you have to participate in. If you late to class, hey, the teacher might say, hey, nah, man, you can't do the exam anymore. You have to do it another time. But basically, the example that I want to make is you cannot get in when things are closing, basically, man. You cannot get in anymore when things are closing. You know, when the Most High is going to seal his elect, it's done, man. It's done. You know, it's done. You are going to have people that are going to come back to the Most High YASHAMIAHLA in the last second. You know, in the last second. But that don't mean that's not for most of the people, man. The people that are going to come back in the last second are part of the elect, man. You know, the Most High YASHAMIAHLA wanted them to be saved. He already ordained that. He already set that up that way. But for the most people that didn't want to follow YASHAMIAHLA, and then things happen, and now they want to follow YASHAMIAHLA. Let's read it again for what gonna happen to you. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High, YASHAMIAHLA. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof, right? They despised it. They wanted to mock, scoff, such and such. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. This Galatians 6 and 7, man. You're going to reap what you sow in that day. You're going to reap what you sow, man. When shit hits the fan, you're going to reap what you sow, man. Everything that you did, you're going to reap it. This Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived. The Most High, YASHAMIAHLA, is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You're going to reap what you sow. You know? Slakia. You're going to reap what you sow. Now, this Amos 8 and 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, YASHAMIAHLA, and shall not find it. You ain't going to find. You ain't going to find it, man. When you had the chance, you didn't want to turn back to the Most High, YASHAMIAHLA. And now all of a sudden you when shit hits the fan, when the men of the Lord aren't on the highways and byways anymore, then you want to come back to the Most High, YASHAMIAHLA. It's too late, man. It's too late. You know? And this prophecy that has yet to happen. These people are going to be like that, man. The people that wanted to shake their heads, that were shaking their heads at the men of the Lord that were standing on the highways and byways. The people that were shaking their head, making noise, or just mocking and scoffing the men of the Lord that were on the highways and byways. Those same people are going to seek those men in those days. Like, where were they? You know, oh, they were standing here. Why aren't they here anymore? Hey, it's too late, man. It's too late. Now, yeah, man. Actually, I'm going to make a second part of this. You know, I'm going to make a second part of this. Now, let's read second Esdras. So this second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, YASHAMIAHLA. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. This is going to happen, man. This is going to happen. You know, martial law is going to happen when shit hits the fan. Hey, the Most High is going to use Edom as a whipping stick again to punish the nation of Israel, man, as these, to kill off these 2/3, as well as these other nations are also going to be obviously these other nations, these heathens, also gonna be in trouble, you know. But it's mostly for these wicked 2/3, man. They're gonna be cut off. They're gonna be let's read it again. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Most High, YASHAMIAHLA. Like, for example, what they're doing in the so-called Middle East, right? In Iraq, in Iran, you know, those troops, those American troops over there. You have tons of stories where they rape, rob, and murder there, man. You have these soldiers, like, I don't even want to say that word, but they having multiple men, like multiple men are raping little children, man. You know, that's really that's what they do, man. And you have men coming out with it, man. You know, soldiers saying like, hey, this and that is happening. You have soldiers raping other soldiers, man, that are on the same platoon, that are of the same section, of the same squad. You know, you have dudes being raped, you have children being raped, you have females being raped. Yo, this is what they gonna do in America itself, man, when shit hits the fan. You know, A lot of people are either going to die or take that RFID chip, man. You know? They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. But for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. They shall for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Right? In those days, the elect is going to be tried, man. Those rough days are that are ahead. You know, Jacob's trouble. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Then and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Right? Because rough times are approaching, and like the scriptures say in Isaiah, wisdom and knowledge gonna be the stability, man. This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord YASHAMIAHLA is his treasure. Right? In those days, you're gonna need that wisdom, that knowledge, and that understanding, man. You know, to keep your mind sane. You know, because all these crazy things are happening around you, man. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord YASHAMIAHLA, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. You see, the Most High is going to make sure his servants that were following him, his elect, they're going to be good. Obviously, they're going to be tried, but the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, he will make a way for them to escape that trouble. You know, so I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YASHAMIAHLA, Kadash. Double on the students and apostle of great most and shalom to the whole. Hope this video was edifying, and shalom.